Welcome to Minecraft, not through the ages. James, I can only assume is dead. Long live the James. And so Uno and I are in charge. All right, so real talk. James just came back from a convention. James is a big tired and wanted to take the day off, which, fair enough. And for Minecraft Through the Ages, today would have been 1.13, which is the aquatic update. And that's a big one. That's one of the big updates. And so we decided that it'd be better if the three of us could play it together. So we're holding off on that today. And basically, Dad's out. Uno and I get to do whatever we want. So we're going to play some Vault Hunters. Because that's something that we're doing and we're enjoying. And is, we're just chilling and we're partying like rock stars. And the goal today is we're going to make a farm, just like the stream title says. I'm assuming the stream title is above. Oh, wait, it's actually below me. Yes. Uno and Serge make a farm. Let me quickly rapid fire, rocket fire through some subs. Oh my goodness. A lot of you have subbed so far this morning. Thank you to all of that. And then I'll bring Uno in and then we'll talk about our concept for the day. So welcome on in, everybody. Mui. Thank you for the 63 months. Ooh, fancy Frenchman. Hello. So fancy. Thank you for 18 months. Hey there, friends. So nice to see James at Philly. Oh. Bodie McBoatface Jr., 70. Thank you for the 70 months. Yandere with the 103 months. Oh my God. Bo is Russ 2000. Thank you for the 5. Celebrating Minecraft through the ages. Spleen Lord. Thank you for 76. Commander Seth B has been here for 20 months. JD Trekker, the third year. The third of a year? If something is 1/3 of something, is it a third of something or... No, it's definitely a third. It's not third something. It's fine. Tom Kiss, thank you for the 5. Santa Redcap, thank you for the 43. And Bree and Bacon with the quarter year. Hello?
Hey.
Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I am pretty well. My brain has melted today. I do not like React Native.
Oh no. Tough day at the office?
I've been in training for the last 2 days trying to learn React Native, and it is not good. I do not like.
Now, very quickly, Twitch chat, how are our audio levels? Is Uno good? Are you getting those good English bassy tones? This is my bassy tones.
Am I good or am I well?
Audio is perfect. Oh, dang. I'm such a professional.
It is perfect, not just performant.
Thank you, Uno. Now, really quickly, before we jump into the whole big thing, I don't think Mine O'Clock has actually seen any of 1.18 Vault Hunters yet, have they? Have you, chat?
I don't think they have.
Yeah, so... Before we jump right into the project, I might show them around the server a little bit and do a little bit of a tour, if that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, real quick.
I don't think you've seen my base for a while as well.
No, I haven't. Well, why don't you meet me in my storage area and then we'll go from there. Fancy Frenchman, thank you for the 100 biddies. 100 biddies, mostly was happy I got to see James and kick his butt in Phyrexia sealed. Nice. Nice. All right, my base is kind of a giant mess right now. I'll walk you through all what's happening in a bit. Ignore that. Ignore everything. All right, hold on. I knew I was hosting today. You really would have thought I would have taken like an extra second and organized my inventory so that, I'd be ready and good to go. Things like my job requires me to be. Pardon me?
So you knew you'd got company
I
coming
know,
around, and you haven't even tidied up.
And it's like my guests are at the front door and now I'm panic cleaning. Where'd they come from? It's like, you knew they're coming over. You invited them a week ago. Dr. Strange Al, thank you for that Prime and 32. All right, so welcome to another season of Vault Hunters. Ooh, you look like a zombie, Uno.
That's because this is the zombie transmog.
Oh. So, back at Vault Hunters for another one, we did a pretty big playthrough of the previous season of Vault Hunters here on 9 o'clock, where the Bank of Jaeger sort of bankrolled Uno and James through sort of like the mid to end game of the whole thing. We started a brand new SMP. What do you think, about 6 weeks ago, Uno? How long has season 3 been out?
November.
And it's, wait, I'm sorry, did I say 6 weeks and it's been 4 months?
Yes. Yeah. I was going to say time has been a bit longer than that.
Huh.
Christmas happened.
4 months, eh? Well, that's a little bit terrifying. And so it's okay. I don't do math before 11, so everything is fine there. And much like how a vanilla version updates and it changes a whole bunch of stuff, similarly, that happened in Vault Hunters. So at its core, it's still very familiar. You know, you make Vault Crystal, you go into vaults, you get a bunch of unique ingredients that you can only find inside of there. And it's sort of a progression-based mod where every single, like, if you want digital storage, if you want magic, if you want anything like that, it's all gated behind your level and progress and the resources that you bring out, which is actually conceptually very, very, very interesting. And so the base is different, the mods that we've unlocked is different, and it's been a really good time. I'm quite enjoying this. This is a pretty long and fun playthrough that we've had thus far. Once again, Starshock, thank you for the 110 months. Oh my god.
Yeah, it's like for those who know modded, like if you think of an expert mod pack where they make all the recipes a lot harder, it's like one of those, but even harder.
I don't know. I don't think of it as just being unnecessarily challenging, which is what I think of those difficult mod packs. I think it's an interesting twist.
Yeah,
but that could also just be the way I approach it, you know?
It's more complex.
Yeah. Like, look, I play Path of Exile, so like,
yeah,
the number go up part is fun, but also it does get a little grindy. I won't disagree that it gets a little grindy sometimes.
But I mean, there's a couple of custom mods that were made specifically for this mod pack.
I mean,
which
the vault,
the whole vault, all the blocks and items, and
all
even
the
just
gear.
the chests now.
Oh yeah, right. I forgot. We showed off how cute you are. This is my townie outfit because everybody knows fashion is the true end game. Wow, I'm having a really hard time with English this morning. Like,
should have got my sombrero as well.
Oh wait, I mean, hold on. If you want, I actually have a spare just for guests.
Oh, the guest sombrero.
Yeah, of
Is this
course.
like the guest sock?
Yeah, there. You're gonna have to look up when you talk, though, otherwise I can't see your face. There we go. So, perfect.
Yeah. This is the ideal view for
just always kind of look up about 15 degrees higher than you normally would. Man, the subs just don't stop coming. Give me a second here. Bisafla with the 32, Mocha Beanie with the 38, and Gyond bought like MTG. 6 months. Thank you for using your Prime here, friend. My goodness. Yeah. So this is my base. Do you want me to do a full tour here, and then we'll head to your place, and then maybe show off the shopping district? And
yeah,
I just want to give everybody like a quick update on what have we been doing, because we've been doing a lot of this on our home streams.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I got very inspired by 2 video games, Elden Ring and Final Fantasy XIV. And I'm trying to build a large, sprawling city that makes you feel small. And I don't know how... Wait, hold on. I can go up here. I don't know how much of that I've actually accomplished so far. So, I mean, I guess we can look at it from above. You can see the rough idea of what I'm going for here. I've laid out where walls are going to go. I've laid out where towers are going to go. I've got this like very large and very straight looking promenade. It goes up to, I've even put in like where a canal is going to go, because Twitch chat can't shut up about canals. And the sort of like the biggest build that I've finished so far is I have the plaza. And in my mind, I describe Vault Hunters. This is some lore here. I describe Vault Hunters as. Have you ever read Portal Fantasies? It's like
No.
It's a niche sort of fantasy genre where the world, you know, everybody's doing their stuff, and then portals to another magical world open up, and monsters spill through the portals, and then like a bunch of people die, and then that's just the setting. The plot typically happens that the protagonist, the people go into the portals and get stronger, and there ends up being this tension between using the portals as a way to get stronger and enrich your life, but also they're obviously very bad.
So I'm not being forced to test then.
I don't know what that means.
By an evil AI overlord.
Oh, different portal. Yes. Yeah, not like that. Yeah. So my idea here is that like this is a city meant to resist, you know, the portal waves, the enemy waves. And, you know, we have a monument to the first ever Vault Hunter who in some inexplicable reason is turned into Suffix. But yeah, I was really inspired by Final Fantasy XIV when I built this section. And anybody who's played 14 here, picture that instead of the portal, like if this was one of those, what are those crystals called in Eorzea? I don't know, like walking around up here. I definitely wanted it to feel like, yeah, like that. Like, yeah, like the aetheryte crystals, right? You know? Could you see it? Do you feel it? That's my thought. This is like the only section that's kind of done.
So I'm surprised that you hadn't put or moved your vault portal up here.
It's too far.
You just don't like having it too far away from all your
yeah.
Storage.
There's a sort of functional aesthetic, and besides, then where would I put my nether portal? So like I kind of like that. You know, you come down here, we've got access to the digital storage, or sorry, applied energistics. Throw it in the portal, and you're just kind of ready to go. Like I've partnered up with Fuji in this playthrough. We have a partnership where the Bank of Jaeger bankrolls Fuji, and he gives us modded stuff. And one of his requirements is he's like, I don't want to have to move too far to do anything. And so if I sprawl too hard, if I sprawl too much, then he complains. And speaking of Fuji, let me introduce you to what I like to call the Fuji hole. We actually brought James onto this server for a very special punch-a-chunk, where he came in and we dug a hole all the way down to bedrock. And this is Fuji's laboratory. So you can see a very different aesthetic. Oh, and by the way, chat, I'm going to go up and down the elevators really quick, and let's see if you notice a little pattern here. Huh? So yeah, this is where Fuji is taking all of my resources,
funneling them
and converting them into other resources. So we've got auto crafting, auto villager trading, auto farms, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, you got a nice little stone generator here.
Yeah, so we've got stone that turns into cobble, and if you go down a layer, that cobble is being smelted into stone. Stone is smelted into smooth stone. Stone is crushed into gravel. Gravel is crushed into sand. Sand is smelted into glass. Gravel is crushed into flint. Flint is crushed into gunpowder. So from one farm, and one farm is also turning into 8 different types of refinement, which I think is kind of cool.
And then you've got you've got glowstone, emeralds, and redstone.
Yeah. Oh, and the outputs are completely full. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't realize that these stopped because they were full. Really? They make it so that compacting drawers don't hold as much now?
They've got.
Oh, they're locked.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. He turned them off just so we don't exhaust all of the emeralds. I didn't realize you could put a red. Is the redstone? Yeah, the redstone is hopped. The redstone has locked the auto trader, which I guess they function kind of like a hopper, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, and the compacting drawers I think are full because they've got a 128 stack limit.
Compacting drawers hold a shocking amount because I think it actually is based on the most compact version. I don't think these are full, even by a long shot.
Yeah, because you've got double compressed. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got nothing
was this the
going
hole we
into
dug
them
on Mine
anyway.
O'Clock? No, Mine O'Clock has never been on this server, which is why we're doing a tour. All right. There's a whole theming that Fuji's done here. Like the drawers aren't mismatched; they're actually color coordinated based on purpose. Fuji's a genius, and it's been my pleasure sort of working with him on this. One last thing, just I need to apologize for the mess. I have building gadgets unlocked. Oh, I don't have any Minecraft audio. There we go. So I have building gadgets unlocked, which means I can copy, paste, and place things. So to that end, I'm making a couple of towers. And so I've got, Don't Talk to Me and My Son Ever Again right here. We have a tower that has an 11 by 11 base. And then we have what just started. I just started working on this yesterday. A tower with a 15 by 15 base. And then the idea is I'm going to copy and paste those, and you could see the footprints that I've put there. So rather than build it in one location, I'm building it where it's like convenient and kind of like a blank canvas in a working area. Yeah, and then I'm going to grab these and then build them. And I'm really happy with how this turned out. I just finished this yesterday, and I think it's really quite cute.
Yeah, it's neat.
Even made an interior for it.
Side. I think your staircase winds the wrong way, but
wait, what? Hold on. What do you mean my staircase winds the wrong way?
So generally a castle, you want to defend it from people coming up.
And you assume the majority of people are right-handed, and so it curves to the left, so it's harder for them to fight?
Yep. And the defenders, who are generally coming down, have the sword on the right-hand side, so they want to be on the other side so that they have room to swing their swords. And
now, I do have one rebuttal.
Center.
This is a completely legally distinct medieval defensive structure. It has nothing to do with real castles, and thus all my decisions are perfect.
Well, I mean, in any defensive medieval structure, not necessarily
legally
a castle
distinct.
or a keep.
In this world, everybody's left-handed, Uno.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, everything is different, so all my decisions are perfect.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it's a portal fantasy. All the monsters are left-handed.
Oh, yeah, and left-handed people were evil. just clears it.
Perfect. I'm holding stuff in my right hand. Yes, but we're interlopers. Don't you know that Minecraft is an isekai?
I think you can change that anyway.
Can you?
I feel like there's something that you can do to like change the handedness.
It's perfect. Don't worry about it. I've fixed it.
Oh yeah, there we go. Under skin customization, you can change your main hand from left to right.
Wait, the word sinister is the Latin for left? I don't know if that's true or not. Also, if people are curious about my build process, I literally start with two shapes and then I carve it down. Like Michelangelo here. I see a tower inside this block. Wow, sinister is literally Latin for left. That's... That's unfortunate. Alright. What else do I have to show people here? Uno, what else have I done? Maybe the gold farm?
Gold farm, slime farm.
Oh, right. God, I forgot about the slime farm. I have a gold farm. It's over here. We've made these before. I think we've actually made one of these on Mine O'Clock before.
God, I come here and it's so loud.
Oh, I just permanently have my hostile creatures and friendly creatures sounds off.
It's insane. It's insanely loud.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah. I typically just play with friendly music, friendly noises off anyways. Like, I don't need to hear chickens ever. Hostile. I am so bad at English today. Hostile mobs are maybe a little bit different, but yeah, that's fine. So yeah, we have one of these. I'm going to go to the slime farm now. Do you have the waypoint for the slime farm, Uno?
No.
It is... Here, let's go to my base. And it is due east.
East.
The Elrad, thank you for 88 months, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Schwarm with the 74, love the statue, thank you. The Mate, thank you for 61 months, and Pip Posit, thank you for 21. So this is a larger version of what we actually just made on Minecraft Through the Ages. This is a triple chunk farm, and I actually went ahead and put the collection on both sides. And then if we head on down, Uno, look at that, you could see all the rates here. It's a good little farm. It's crushing it. Ristic Buddies, thank you for 47. What is going on, chat? This is a lot of subs for 9 o'clock. You can grab the waystone if you need it.
Yep.
How are we doing here? This one's got 11 stacks. This one's got 12 stacks. So one of the ways to make this farm more efficient, you know how in 9 o'clock we had to torch everywhere? In this, I have mega torches. And so we did the math, and within, what's the radius? It's like 64 blocks square or 32 blocks square from the torch or something like that?
64 block radius.
It's not radius though, it's specifically a square, which is why it's very convenient.
Yeah, it's a square radius.
I'm sorry, I just realized I've had my game audio in here as well. You're probably getting like an echo. Sorry about that, I know.
Oh, I didn't notice.
Oh, okay. Well, I turned it off. Yeah, so we've got mega torches lined up with the exact edges of the farm. So we've got, all of this is literally perfectly spawn proof on all sides. So the rates on this farm are actually great. I've never even had to AFK here, and I have 20 stacks.
Yeah, and this is the farm you were building when I showed up at your base in a torch costume.
Right.
And provided you with said mega torches.
Beowulf, thank you for gifting a sub to Diderot. Should we do the... let's do the shopping district after, because we both have stuff there. I think let's go check out your base. And you're right, I haven't been there in a while. I'm excited to see what you've been up to.
So let's go to my base. Welcome to my basement.
The herringbone!
Yeah, it's a squidgy herringbone as well.
I think we've got some kind of visual error here, Uno. This chest is far too large.
It's just perspective. Look, it opens like normal. I love colossal chests.
Oh
just look
God.
how much storage space is in there.
How much storage space is in there? Oh my God. What?
It's a lot.
Huh.
So yeah, I mean this is my basement. I've got myself, you know, a good chunk of lava here, and I've got a nice window out over to the sea. I really should do something with this window, you know, improve that view out there. I really like the frameless glass. It looks really nice. It's just nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
And then, you know, my storage route here is you know, that's the heart of the base. And then if we take the elevator up.
Oh, that's where your elevator is. You can see the sign on the wall because you decorated the floor to look the same. I see.
Yeah, this is where the magic happens.
Sorry, is there a photo of yourself on your wall?
Yeah. It's a portrait, you know? It's actually my lurk emote.
Amazing.
Yeah, I love this. I love this mod. So this was where like my first
Hold on. Cobblestone arrow slit?
Oh yeah, you should put some of those in.
In my towers, yes. Hello?
Yeah.
Oh no, I love that. Oh, I love that.
I think there are some different Yeah, so there's stone brick, cobblestone, nether brick, end brick, blackstone, prismarine, dark
What an
prismarine.
odd selection of blocks. Of all the blocks to do, why is endstone there?
I don't know.
And blackstone?
I mean, it's the majority of the vanilla stuff.
What do you mean the
Like-
majority of the vanilla stuff? There's so
But
many
I mean,
vanilla
like-
blocks missing, and yet they added prismarine and dark prismarine? Look, as a builder, this is an inexplicable. It's honestly, it feels like they had a dartboard with every block, and they just selected randomly.
I mean, what else would you put in? Gravel arrow slits? That doesn't kind
Any
of
of the
make
other
sense.
Literally any of the other stones.
Diorite and granite.
And
Yeah.
nether, I would have granite. I'd have diorite. I'd have andesite. I'd have
Deep slate
smooth
would be the other
stone.
one.
Right? Like all the different shades of gray. All the things that people would build a castle out of. Deep
Illegally
slate?
distinct.
Yeah, this is baffling. Anyways,
But yeah, so this is my this is basically turn. I used to do everything here, and I've started to move as I've added floors to this.
just displaying your
so-
wealth here.
Yeah,
Cool
gotta
flex,
display the wealth. And then sort of old armor sets that I've retired over time, including like my thermal one and
The giant torch.
the torch one. Yeah, these have all served well. And then all the villagers here trading, including the coveted glass pane cartographers.
I tried 8 times and got 1 and then gave up on them.
Oh, my chests are full of cartographers. Somewhere.
Oh my god. Joe just brought me coffee.
So then, if we head upstairs a bit more.
Upstairs a bit more. Yes.
Yep. Same elevator.
Oh.
So this
Hello.
this originally the sort of concept of this whole base is that we sort of crash landed here from somewhere else, and we've taken ruins, and we'll see when we look outside the ruins sort of aesthetic, and we've just started building on top and repurposing some things, and this is sort of like the magic floor. So we've got like a villager
Converter thingy. What's their name? Hello? Take 2. Okay.
Yeah, so did you know that when a zombie is burning, the helmet takes damage and then can break?
I thought they don't burn if they're wearing a helmet, though. Unless you light them
No,
on
the
fire
helmet,
other ways?
when they're in the sun, the helmet took damage, and then the helmet broke, and then that zombie caught fire.
Huh. I literally
That's
thought
what
helmets
happened to
kept it
Take
from
One.
happening. Obviously, something happened there.
Yeah. So that's take 2. That's the second zombie that I got. So yeah, I mean, this started out as my sort of magic floor with my enchanting table, a brewing station, and then I started moving all my sort of vault equipment and vault
I see
table
you've got a
stuff
little
up here.
Fortunato over here as well. I can see into your oubliette. I just, normally you try and hide that behind a wall, but this is fine.
For my what? Sorry.
Oh, poor Fortunato over here.
Oh,
In your
right,
little
okay.
improvised cast of Amontillado. Like,
Yeah, he's just hanging out there, just when I need some snow.
and is there whose baby we put in the corner over here?
Oh, it's just a statue that I found. It's not even one of the proper vault ones. It's just a statue that I found in a vault. So,
Amazing. All right.
just put it in there. And then this is where I dump all my equipment and do the whole vault thing.
Oh my god, you got a relic piece or an artifact? I don't have one.
Yeah, I got an artifact.
So, much like the previous season, you run vaults, you get stuff out. Actually, let's check some stats here. So, I'm level 40. And I have run
27.
128 vaults. Of which I have, wait, hold on, survived and completed. I have, of 128, I've only failed 8. And I've completed 19, and I do not have an artifact.
I have run 159 vaults.
Okay.
I have completed 17.
Okay.
I've failed 58.
Okay.
Which means I've survived 84.
Yeah. Now, you're typically using the... What's it called? There's a crystal you can put on, so if you die in a vault, you don't lose your stuff. But the penalty for that is you only get 50% experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
Afterlife. I have been using. I've been doing it on and off.
Okay.
I've got my magnet on. That's why. Yeah, I've been doing it sort of on and off. For a while.
There's your sombrero. Okay. I was like, what's in your hand?
There we go.
Thank you. My favorite part of the sombrero, chat, is look at the stats for a diamond helmet. 2 armor. Sombrero actually has 2 armor and 0.5 toughness. This sombrero is actually better than a vanilla diamond hat. And I look cute as heck too.
You can put mending and respiration and unbreaking on it.
Oh, my friend. Way ahead of you. Yeah. No, this is a completely kitted out one as well. So
yeah.
I just have a rune on it so it doesn't get all glowy.
Yeah.
All right, keep showing us around. You've made a bunch of farms too, right?
Yeah, I have some stuff. So if we go up, the next level is
Up
my
again?
industrial gallery.
Oh my god. Ooh.
So welcome to the industrial gallery.
Oh my god, you've taken pictures of people's bases.
Yeah.
So that's Reese's board for the hole. So we're playing on an SMP with a bunch of other creators. We've got Reese. We've got me. Oh, took a picture of my base, January 23rd. There's the super smelter. Yeah, you can see I haven't really got much done in the past month. We've got Dead Pine over here. Many of you might know Dead Pine from him guesting on the last season of 9 o'clock with some Vault Hunters. We've got Suffixes on the server. Whose base is this? Oh, this is your base. I didn't see a label, so I got confused. And then we've got Hazel over here, I'm assuming?
No, that's my base.
Oh, here's Hazel. Yeah.
And that's Hazel's.
Very cool.
And do you like my other one here? The other little picture I've got here.
Okay, that perspective really misses me. It looks like a little window, but as you get closer, it's a... Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I'm like immediately dizzy doing that. Now, what's this? What am I looking at?
So this is all my thermal setup. So we've got a pulverizer, which can smash ores and things like that. Then we've got furnace, and this is basically what I'm doing is reading out the energy in this flux cell.
Okay.
Using a subtractor, which is hooked up to the composter. So I'm reading out the signal from the composter, doing a subtractor, and basically turning this furnace off when the flux cell is above a certain level so that I don't waste coal.
Oh, interesting. Oh, because if it would run all the way up to 100%, there's a chance that it would waste a little bit of coal. But if you stop it at 80 or whatever, it'll use 100% of it. This
furnace, this diamond generator, unless you give it a redstone signal, will just keep running.
Oh, interesting. It doesn't have it built right in to stop. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, so I just give it a redstone signal.
Sure.
So...
No, that scans.
And then
here we have the juice bar.
This is my potion making. So this actually gives 1 to 4 rather than 1 to 3 that you normally get out of potions.
Oh, okay, sure.
So it's just a little bit more efficient.
I mean, 30% is nothing to scoff at, you know?
Yeah. And then, I've got a cobble gen, but it's also done blackstone and, if you need basalt.
Cool.
And then...
Oh my god. Yo, Uno, you put some serious time into this world.
Welcome to the evil floor.
Okay, go on.
this is my latest floor that I've built. And the idea here is that this sort of tower here was sort of here to start with.
Okay.
And we've put a box in it, a big metal box. And if I go around, I need
Is
a
this a
better
mob
way up.
farm or will be a mob farm? Oh, I see a spawner up top.
Yeah,
How did you move a spawner?
I didn't. I made the spawner.
How did you make a spawner?
I have unlocked spawners.
What mod is spawners? Is it Kagerium?
No, it's the other one. So let's.
Oh, you unlocked mob spawners. Okay.
Yep.
Ice spawners are quicker than vanilla spawners and can be configured with mob egg to spawn the mob that you want. Mob eggs can be swapped out whenever you want. Oh, that's kind of cool. What's the difference between it and Kagerium?
So in Kagerium, the cage just drops underneath it. It with spawners, it actually spawns the things.
Oh, interesting. So you might be able to do stuff like looting or experience or a lot of those things. And you have fans that are pushing them into the hole? How does this work?
Yeah, so I've just got bellows. I'm trying to get enough knowledge to unlock dark utilities.
Okay.
Let me turn that off because it gets annoying.
Once
So
again, just have it all muted.
If you come to the top,
You just have a lever.
so if I open it up, so I've got a couple of pipes here, and then I've got a couple of chests with all my eggs in. So
all of your eggs in one basket. Oh, Uno.
Yeah, and then I can turn that on, so that just pushes a piece of redstone down to start spawning things, and then turn it off.
You do have one little ledge there.
And then a button. Yeah, I've just realized that I need to move these guys off of there.
I think you just need to put a slab on it. I think they're spawning on it.
Yeah, I just don't particularly want to go down because bellows.
Oh, are the bellows? Oh, they're not connected. I would have assumed they were all in the same redstone circuit. No, they're just always on, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's why I don't want to go down there. But yeah, I'm just using some vanilla redstone.
Yeah, just a 9x9 box, right? Put them in. Yeah. Cool. I like it.
And I have what eggs do I have? I have drowned, skeleton, stray, zombie, zombified piglin, creepers, and pillagers.
Where are you looking? Where is this chest?
This block here.
You're gonna have to be more specific. The green one?
Yeah. This green one here.
Oh.
It's a chest.
Aha. I was like, Uno, there's no chest. Uno.
And this green one here is also a chest.
What?
So that green one there is a chest.
Yeah.
So that green one is my input chest. So I put the egg in. It goes into
Now, Uno, you're a software developer. Whatever happened to make the thing look like the thing, right? Make sure your buttons look like buttons.
I mean, this button does look like
sure, but why don't your chests look like chests?
I just didn't want pipes going through the walls. If I can't hide the pipe, it annoys me.
Oh, and because the chest isn't the full width of a block, you'd see it there?
Yeah.
What about a barrel?
Yeah, barrels could have worked as well.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, obviously it looks great. Just the moment of like, why can't I see any of the components? Oh, also, you know what looks like a face, right?
Oh, does it?
Are the redstone blocks not supposed to look like eyes? Because it's like you could see its teeth. It's absolutely a face. Ah!
Oh, I'm never going to be able to unsee that now. Oh yeah, no. There we go. Yeah, because the spikes are teeth.
Yeah, like it looks exactly like a screaming alien face, right? Like, hold on. Do you have any blocks on you?
No. Well, I have these.
What do you got?
The There, the
Perfect. All
unobtainium.
right, give me 1 second. Oh wow, these take forever to break, huh?
Oh yeah. And Picarang doesn't work with them as well. Perfect. It's a very angry mob farm. God, and it's the lever. The levers on the side make it look like he is as well.
Woo! JR Plays Games, thank you for the 34 months. Oh my god. All right, what else have you been up to around here? Now that I've given your base a face here.
A facelift. The last bits are where my portal is and my villager farm.
I can also give you back some of your unobtainium.
Oh yeah.
Well, you have both your
So
portals
this-
side by side. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I like a little
so
bit
this
of
is-
texturing
this is
you've done
my-
here.
This is my portal area.
Yeah.
This is where the ruined vibe sort of came from.
Yeah. Ooh, wait, you have warp plates as well? Wait, are warp
Oh,
plates
yeah.
part of waystones?
Yes.
No way! How do you use these
So-
again? Oh, you just stand on it. Oh my god, I should... Oh my god!
Yeah, it's
This
just part
might
of the
be
Waystones.
actually perfect for getting around inside of the... I didn't want a bunch of waypoints because they clutter up stuff, but warp plates, I'd only ever seen these before when we did that that Kingdom server together. This might be an amazing way to get around my very sprawled base. Ooh, I need to talk to Fuji about this. Oh, Uno, you've changed my life.
Yeah, because I was always having to go from all the way up there, and if you look at my base, you'll notice a
It says
few more.
Uno on the wall. Oh, dude, you have the... That was your Twitter banner for a while, right? Your Uno base on... That was
It
two
still
vanilla
is.
playthroughs ago, right?
I think that was the 114, maybe 113.
Yeah. No, I remember.
And also, I played about with the neon signs.
Yeah.
But yeah, I put the warp plate in because I was fed up of having to walk up the bridge every time.
Yep.
So I just put the warp plate in. I want to build in this crater like a crashed ship or something. At some point.
Very cool.
And then I've this is where all my farms are, just like hiding down here.
Oh my god, a flower and azalea log is so cute. What? Oh, a little bit of flax. Yeah.
So,
Pumpkin and melon.
flax.
Yeah. Sugar cane, of course.
And kelp.
Yeah. Yeah, Vault Hunters is a really interesting mod pack because it really expects you to have something for everything vanilla.
And then just the villagers.
Stuff like that, yeah. These are actually really cool, these animal pens. So these were added because everybody needs to have... Oh my god, dude, how many chickens do you have? Why is it so large? 838 chickens. They grow based on the amount you have in there. So anyways, the way these work are they cannot be automated. Very deliberately, this is such a nice quality of life improvement. It's just because entities walking around causes lag. So instead of having like 100 cows in a pen, 100 cows are in this block. If you feed it, they all breed. If you attack it once, you kill one of them and looting works. And it's just a really, really, really clean way to have lots and lots and lots of mobs without causing lots and lots and lots of lag. It's just so elegant. It's so elegant. And you can do it basically for all the passive mobs.
Yeah, even if they don't do anything, like these coconut crabs.
Yeah, you can have them just decoratively. I watch a YouTuber named Iskel85 who managed to get one of the There's a trader variant that's on top of a giant elephant, and he basically
Oh,
has
yeah,
a pet
yeah.
elephant. It's very good. I'm
But yeah,
definitely
you can,
intimidated by the size of that chicken, though. It makes me a little uncomfortable how large it is.
but because you can get things that ordinarily take like forever, like turtle eggs.
Yep.
You can safely get turtle eggs out of these.
Yeah,
And
there is an upper limit to how efficient bees are. Like, there's the timer
bees are
maxes.
terrible.
Yeah. Well, again, it's not meant to be a farm, right? And that's fair.
You need to scale horizontally with bees.
Or just
Rather
make
than vertically.
a different farm, right? Like, again,
Yeah.
the whole point of these blocks is they're not meant to be a farm, and I love that. Very, very elegant. Shall we head to the shopping district?
Yes.
Wow, we're almost an hour into this and we haven't even gotten to our farm concept yet. Welcome to our server tour, right?
Oh yeah, we can get down because I didn't show my garage door.
Oh, I warped into your base. Hold on, let me warp back. All right, where are you? You're there? Yes. All right, show off the door. Do you just right click?
You just right click, yeah. There used to be a garage door opener, but
Oh my god, like a
don't need
remote
that
one?
anymore.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
All right, and we also have a shopping district. Because, again, this is an SMP, and what self-respecting SMP doesn't have a shopping district? This was actually a project that Hazel started. And so she chose the area and sort of laid down some roads. You can see you can expand and stuff like that, and a couple of us have shops. So Uno made a shop right here that sells sea pickles. Sea pickle, sea pickle, run, run, pickle, run. Very good. And Uno also made a take a relic, leave a relic, which is kind of cool. For duplicates.
Yeah. I tried to make it look like a relic pedestal.
Oh, I see. And then over here, Hazel has made a shop where she sells mob drops. And upstairs, she just has some other knickknacks because she has like Botania and some other blocks unlocked, which is very handy. And so our currency is unique to Vault Hunters. We're using soul shards, which are items that you get from killing mobs inside of vaults, or you can also grind items down and get there. Fuji and I made a shop together. So this is our guild hall. Fuji wants to play Vault Hunters and never step foot into a vault. So one of the things that they've done in this version is you can make a small doll. So Fuji's skin looks a lot like Groot. And so you make a small doll version of yourself, and then what happens is a person can carry, you can see Fuji's now on top of my head, you can carry the doll into the vault, and then the vault dolls have a efficiency. So 34% of the loot that I get will be given to Fuji, and 60% of the loot of the experience that I get will be given to Fuji. And so what happens is you go in, he pays you to carry a doll in, and he assumes the risk. If you die or if you bail, he loses the doll. And then he gets a percentage of it, and then he sells you your drops back upstairs. So if you want particular drops, if you're running low on something, he'll sell it back to you. And this is sort of how he sustains himself.
He's basically, you know, getting you to stock his shops for you.
What does SMP stand for? Survival Multiplayer. Yeah, and again, it's a guild hall. So we've got a ghost bartender. Don't ask me where the ghost came from. And we've got like a little tavern here. You know, it's got a campfire and some place where you can sort of just chill. Ooh, that's very nice. And then we've got two more stores over here. Actually, 1 second. So I was asked to make some more statues just to sort of tie everything in together. So guarding the canal that goes through the shopping district, we have 2 more statues. And they've also been suffixed.
Ah, there we go. It took a minute to be loaded in.
Reese made a shop here. Reese has Create unlocked. So if you need to do anything with Create, you can come in here and get like stuff crushed for you or whatever. Ooh, I didn't realize we had a combination haunting, smoking, washing, blasting station. Very cool. And then Hazel
just in
opened...
case,
oh,
you
I'm
know,
sorry.
any of your items need haunting.
Yeah. And then over here, Hazel opened another shop, Hazel's Garden Designs, where if you need any crops, you can buy them off her. Hazel kind of hard carries everybody. She's really, really, really good at, at Vault Hunters and has unlocked everything, so help her out. Serge, when you unlock stuff, does Fuji get it as well? How does that work? So in this version, remember the previous version, how James, Uno, and I could kind of work together, but there's a separation. You could actually create a research team. And what happens there is if you see when I hover over something, there's a plus 50% penalty. That is because we're officially on a team. So anytime one of us unlocks something, it's there for both of us. And to balance that, everything is 50% more expensive. So we have two people working towards something and everything is 50% more expensive. But we share everything, which is kind of cool. So that, again, allows Fuji to play however he wants to play, which is, again, not going into the vaults, and then we share our stuff. It's kind of cool. It's an overall discount, exactly. Instead of having to unlock it twice, we unlock it once, but for 50% more.
Yep.
Shall we talk about our goal for the day? Oh, right. I shouldn't ignore that Dead Pine also made a shop.
It's right there.
It's the Stuffs and Things shop. Yes. I haven't unlocked trash cans. Turns out in Minecraft, the world is your trash can. You can just find any corner, throw it on the ground, and the items just go away by themselves.
Leave it where you like. Just throw it on the ground, or never throw it away.
Meet me back at my base?
Yeah.
It's not littering. The world takes care of it for you. They just go away. All right. Well, that only took 56 minutes, Uno.
Perfect.
We have 2 hours and 4 minutes, and I want to make a farm.
To make. Okay. What? So wheat, beetroot probably.
I want to make a moss farm. And may I be so bold? I wanted to make this in my base, but now that we're making it together, I feel a little bit bad about that. I don't actually know where it should go. I did plan on making it here though, but I don't know. What do you want to do? How do you want to reconcile this?
I mean, our bases are pretty close to each other anyway, and there is a large area between said bases.
No, Fuji will get mad. If it's not in one of our two bases, I feel that splitting the difference doesn't make sense. It should either be in your base or in my base.
Okay. I mean, we do it here. You've got nice flat areas that
certainly
don't need.
All right. Well, if I may, I do appreciate the compromise, but I think in that case, the compromise results in nobody being happy. Oh, I don't have any netherrack. Sorry, 1 second. I just have to very quickly dip my toes into the nether and grab some blocks. So the concept here is we want to start with a very cool vanilla bone meal slash, sorry, I'm being surrounded by angry pigs. Stop it. We want to start with the concept of a vanilla bone meal slash moss farm. And then we basically want to ask ourselves, how could we make this modded? You know what I mean?
How make better?
Right? All right, I've got some netherrack. Shivam! Thank you for 74 months. This is an absurdly long time. It really is. What even is time? All right. I have netherrack. So my thought process here is we could create a proof of concept. And then once we're actually ready to sort of like build it, we can move it to where it's going to live and make it a little bit tighter.
Yep.
But I'm creating a little bit of an industrial district here. So I've put a building around my super smelter. I didn't actually put a door in. I put a building around my super smelter. And
You just
then
go over the top.
I've started, yeah, it's not good all the time. I've started a little bit of dripstone thing here. Like this all needs to improve. So my thought would be maybe on the other side of this smelter, we could put it here eventually when it's done, and I could like slap a building around it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it could eventually live here, but we could use basically this entire flat area as sort of our laboratory, and we can test some stuff out.
Yeah.
So for starters, let's introduce the audience to the farm that we want to build. And this isn't going to surprise anybody. This is an Ilmango farm, because Ilmango is an absolute genius. And the mechanics at play here are, if you hit smooth stone, if you have a block of moss, and then you bone meal a block of moss next to smooth stone, it makes more moss. But in addition to making moss, it also makes grass, azalea, flowering azalea, moss carpet, and in Vault Hunters, all of those can be vault ingredients. So it's very, very, very handy here. Now, the other thing that this farm does is when you push moss with a piston, it breaks all those blocks. So you make a stone generator, use a piston to push the stone, use moss to turn that stone into more moss, and then as you push it, as you're creating the stone, it also clears the moss. So it's somewhat continuing, which is very cool. And then, because it's solid stone at the top with correct timing, you can use water to basically flush all of the items that you've got into composters. The composters turns all the moss into bone meal, and thus it's self-perpetuating or self-fueling. It's we've demonstrated a loop in Minecraft must concede. If that makes sense.
It self-powers. Because it produces it's net positive.
Yes, yeah. The amount of bone meal it takes to make moss generates more bone meal afterwards. So the results of this farm is we'll get moss, seed, azalea, bone meal. We'll get a bunch of stuff out of this, and you just hit a slab and it goes forever. Now, what we want to do, again, because we've got the base concept of this farm, is we want to see how can we make it smaller using the power of mods, right? Because like we could build this straight vanilla, but we're also in a modded world, and maybe there's things that we can do to make this a little bit cleaner. So really quickly, I'm going to grab some blocks here. I've got a plan. It's going to take me just a couple seconds to set up. All right, I need chests. I need fences. I need tough. For the purposes of consistency, I can't use these. I have to use these. All right.
So yeah, as I was saying in chat, this is a variant. The Ilmango farm is a variant of the one I built already on the vanilla server. It looks a fair bit more compact and probably a lot simpler.
So the goal here is we want to take all of the base components of that farm and see what we can swap out, right? So the first one is probably the stone generator.
Yeah, so there's a couple of bases. So there's the stone generator, and we can probably break that down later as well.
Yep.
The mossification chamber.
Mossification. There's item collection.
There's it's demossification first, because that's
right. Yes, make
brushing.
Moss demossification. Yep.
Then we've got item collection.
Yep.
Then we've got the bone meal loop.
Yep. Now this is very funny, and I'm actually really happy to be doing this with you in particular. This is literally how project management works. If anybody's ever been curious, where you take a very, very large project, and then you break it down to its individual components, and then you ask yourself, how long would this individual component take? Is an individual component too large, and should we further break it down?
You know, if we had James here, and we gave him a sombrero, that's the Three Amigos.
Thank you, Uno. The final thing we have there would be, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make this slightly longer on both sides, is item storage.
Yes.
All right. Are there any... Actually, you know what? I'm going to do one more thing here. Stone generator. Now, correct me if I'm mistaken, but we probably also want piston tape. Right? Because we need to move the stone to the mossificator.
Yes. So we need to generate the stone, then we need to pull it out.
Yes.
The other requirement is a clock.
Actually, one second. We could change piston tape to something more accurate, which is stone mover, because piston tape is a solution, not the goal.
This is true. This is true. If I was to put requirements into these, I would say that the stone generator, we know we're going to need a clock.
Do we though?
Some description.
Because that's the part I'm curious about is maybe we don't, right? Because like if we can create all of these separately, then maybe we don't need a clock. Maybe that just works as fast as it works.
Yeah, but I mean, if I was building this as a project, I would put that as a requirement. But
Okay.
it's a maybe we need it, and you know, if the technical solution eventually comes out that we don't need a clock, we don't have to do it.
Yep. Okay. Yep. We'll put the requirements under the ones that we have there.
And we potentially do need some sort of clock for mossifying to
Yeah.
something to produce ticks for the mossing and
Yeah. So in the Il Mango setup, this is all connected in that the piston tape is like pulling and moving. That is what also triggers the timing of the mossification, which also has the timing of the trapdoors going down to release the water. Like that's all one big connected system. And this is where potentially we could do things differently. I don't know. It's all very cool.
So moss. So any other requirements? Nothing that is like particularly there without specifying the solution.
So like, as I look at the original design, you know, as we look at the mango thing here, some of the questions that I ask myself are, how does it feed bone meal to itself, right? So it's got a water stream underneath into hoppers. So you have a water stream, a hopper, dispenser pointing straight up, the moss is underneath. So like this water stream, this is the thing that maybe this water stream could be removed and replaced with cables.
Yeah, because I in the version that I built on the vanilla server, I take the moss all the way out, send it up a water elevator into the storage, but then I also pull out of the storage.
Yeah, you added an extra step in yours.
Yeah, and then it loops around.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like there's this whole water stream, because the one that Uno built is, so this video, if you're at all curious, this video is actually an update to another previous Il Mango video. There's this farm in the background. You can see him flying back and forth referencing it. And Uno and I have both built the previous version before. So this is an improved version. The redstone is tighter. Instead of having, let's see if I can find a snapshot of the previous one. So the previous one had two different piston tapes, one above and one below. This one uses like a double piston, and it works the same but faster, and it involves less redstone. It's just like a more compact version that does the same thing, which is kind of cool. You could see previously the water, pardon me, the bone meal fed from above. Now the bone meal is being fed from below. So it's just much more, it's much tighter, much more compact, right?
Yeah. Oh, and he's using signs rather than pistons pointing down. Signs with hoppers. Yeah. And then it has all the water stuff going on.
What do you mean by water stuff going on?
Because that's the trapdoors on the end. Because that's for the item collection to wash everything away.
Yeah. So I think the first thing we have is cobble generation, right? So let's solve for cobble generation.
Let's get a mock up, a proof of concept.
How do you think we should use a mod block for that, or should we just use the basic vanilla lava meets water?
So let's have a look at stone in JEI. What options do we have for getting stone? We've obviously got vanilla with a piston to get it out. We could smelt cobble. That's not really a thing. Bulk blasting, that's just smelting. The only thing that I know of that produces stone, just like straight off stone without doing anything, is the igneous extruder.
Yeah.
But you've still got stone. It's an item. It's not a block.
Yeah, so you need a placer if you wanted to do that. Also,
you need some way to place.
God, the igneous extruder is expensive.
Oh, that's got more expensive since I last looked at it.
Yeah, that is... All right, that's not an option. All right, so vanilla it is.
Yeah.
So if we want to do that, let's go ahead. I'm going to put down a chest. This is going to be for stone.
Yeah, because the only other thing that I know of that can place is probably modular routers that I'm guessing you haven't got unlocked and I haven't got unlocked.
Vanilla stone generation. All right. Can you go grab, because I know you've got a lava farm, can you go grab, I don't know, like 8 buckets of lava? We'll just grab some of the basic resources we need here.
Yep.
I know we're going to need some sticky pistons.
That's not where I want it to be.
Grab some sticky pistons. What else do you need when you're doing a piston tape? Probably some observers. Probably need to make some more observers. Probably going to need some redstone.
Yeah, that should do.
Where did all my torches keep going? What is happening here? All right, what else am I missing here? I think I've got all the basic redstone components. I've got sticky piston, dust, comparator, repeater, observer.
Target blocks seem to be a thing, but I never quite can work out how or why.
I mean, yeah, I guess if we really wanted to, we could just look at what, El Mango is made here for reasons. Well, I mean, I think all we need to do is make our own clock. Oh, interesting. You know what he's doing here? This is fascinating. He's got an observer set up so that when it sees that stone has been made, the observer checks for the update, and that's what fires the piston. Oh, that's really elegant.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. And he's got a double... and it's a double piston extender.
Yeah, I don't know if we necessarily even need to do the double piston. We could just do like it doesn't need to be as Il Mango efficient.
Yeah.
I think as long like we could follow the tutorial if we want to make exactly that, or we could just solve it for ourselves, and that's much more interesting to me. Oh wait, I found some blocks in my storage system that aren't supposed to be here. Pardon me. Let me show you my item disposal system, chat. It's amazing. People are like, why don't you unlock trash cans? Like, God, what a waste of resources.
I mean, a
see?
bucket of lava
Pardon me?
functions in the same way.
Oh, lava. I'm not that bougie, Uno.
I've bought a shulker box almost full of lava, so, you know, if you need a lava bucket.
Pardon me just for a second here. Okay, good. Good. Where was I? I actually literally forgot why I was looking at my system because I saw that stuff.
Target block.
Target block. Yeah, thank you, Uno. Welcome to getting distracted with Serge. It's never happened before. It's my first time getting distracted.
You do risk getting out of bed and landing on all that, that stuff you've dumped.
That's not a risk at all. Too much of a gamer for a rookie mistake like that, Uno.
Carefully calculated littering.
Stupid magnet. Getting a little low on the old wheat here. One of the issues with where my my crops are, they're far enough away.
How much wheat do you have? Because I can always go and grab some as well.
I'm pretty wheat poor, if I'm honest.
Wheat week.
Wheat week. Oh, hold on.
Week.
All right, I made 9 target blocks. That'll be plenty.
I've only got wheat seeds.
Oh.
I have 40 wheat. I keep turning it into animals. That's the problem.
Hay bale. Interesting. Apparently, wheat does not turn into wheat block. All right, chat. Hold your horses. All right. You happy? Is that better? Ah! Now, do we want to make the stone generator right now? We probably should, right?
Yeah, might as well.
Oh, actually, you know the other thing that we need? We need non-sticky piston. So that we can push, right?
Yes. We need regular pistons and sticky pistons, unless we're... do we even need sticky pistons?
We need sticky piston to pull down.
Yeah.
We want to pull the stone out of the way, and then we want to push it the other way. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Which is what I was doing in my first basalt generator.
Yeah, so... All right, we need a block to build with. And I'm thinking, does it need to be something immovable? We've got glass in there. Glass is actually probably just a really good call. How much glass do we have in the system?
Do you just want a load of glass?
Pardon me? Oh, I've got 2,500. I've got 2,500.
Oh, right, okay.
I want white dye. I've got white dye. Awesome. I want white glass. All right, so let's make a 1x1 proof of concept and then try and scale it up, right?
Yeah.
Do you have a silk touch pick on you?
Yeah, I have a pick ring.
Just want to make sure that if we're working with... Oh, right. Let's turn magnets off just in case. Just going to put my magnet in the bag right now just so that it doesn't cause us any issues here. So we know that... I'm going to grab half of the redstone in here. You can grab the other half.
I'm just going to put a bit of stuff into this shulker.
So we know that at the end of this, we want a piston that faces this way. Gonna have to be higher than that. We want a piston that faces this way. Then we want below it here, we want a sticky piston that faces up. Above this, we want an observer. Faces this direction. So it sees when stone go, activate.
Is that facing the right direction?
Yeah. It's facing the direction that Ilmango made it. But you're right, it's not watching it. Maybe that doesn't work that way? What?
Because that will send a redstone signal
The
here.
opposite way.
Yeah.
How does that observer work then? What is that observer
Two
doing?
observers?
Is it sending a redstone signal into the block?
So there's redstone. The arrow is pointing. Oh, it's because it's coming from the observer chain.
That's for the double
So-
piston extender? I mean, should we just make that version then? Should we just do the double piston because we have a tutorial right in front of
Yeah.
us?
Because this observer
Yeah.
sees the observer that goes next to it, which is pointing down.
All right, let's just do like a 1-for-1 there. All right, so we've got double sticky piston. And then there is I think the other observer is facing this way. Does it point down after? Is the face up?
No, it's pointing the other direction, I think.
There's one thing true of Minecraft is you will never place an observer the correct direction the first time. Just an undisputable fact of Minecraft. All right, so that is
what happens here. If you look at this observer that's on its side now, when I put there, you should see a pulse coming out of that.
Oh, sorry, you put a block where I needed piston to go. There we go.
Same difference, but you should see a pulse coming out of that.
Yeah, this one probably needs to be a sticky piston then, right?
If it's a double piston extender, yeah, it will be.
So we need sticky piston, regular piston. So this pulls down, this pushes, but it also holds onto this one, so they're besties.
Yep.
All right, and then we have solid block, and then we have a target block with a torch on top of it. Target block with a torch on top of it. Right? Maybe that's bad. Oh, but then that goes into a powered rail situation. We can't make a scaled version of this without making the whole thing. Oh no!
Powered rail. I'm just trying to work out how the. You've got the two pistons pointing up. They are. Are they?
Oh wait, the powered. Yeah. So the issue is this is not what I thought it was. This is not just simply watching the stone and then pulling and then pressing. So
Yeah, you've got another. It's the other extra target block as well underneath those two pointing up pistons. That's also important, I think. Just looking at like 516, where there's a good sort of side-on view.
the issue here is that this is not modular. You know what I mean? Like if we're trying to identify just a component that works by itself in isolation, I don't think that's what this is.
Yeah, it's not one wide tileable.
Yeah, and so my hope was that we could make a simple small proof of concept here and then extend it. So I don't think we can use this particular design. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean we should be able to take a regular stone generator and just push it.
That's what I'm hoping we can do. All right. So we do still want to push and a pull though.
Yeah.
So this works. Now the question is, how do we make this fire? Do we still try to do the observer thing except face it in the correct direction? So this time it would be like so. So we see a stone, and then what we want to do is we want a timing where it sends out a redstone signal, but it pulls before it pushes.
Yeah, this is where redstone people are much smarter than I am.
So we need to pull and then we need to push.
Yeah, it's the pull and then the push that's the problem.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
So like here, let's start with some simple stuff here. So currently, you could see this is now powered.
Yep.
And then if we wanted to walk this down, no, that's just powered now. The torch is bad.
Yeah, you're powering.
Pardon me?
So
we want this. Nope.
That maybe?
So we haven't gotten, I was hoping that repeater into there would make it work. So we need to wrap this down one step further. How do we power that, Uno? How do we send the redstone signal down?
Another repeat. No. Yeah, another repeater.
Well, no, we need that to be a repeater because we need to push, we need that redstone you just replaced to be a repeater to power that piston. Because it should power it through the block, right? Like I'm fairly certain that needs to be a repeater. Because if we power that...
The problem we're going to have is this piston will always get a pulse before the sticky.
I'm just trying to figure out if we can... Wait, what if we extended this so that it skipped over it? Right? What if we extended it so it went over that? And then we did... Oh, I may have done it. Uno.
So this isn't going to fire, I don't think.
No, we're missing a way to connect this redstone to there. How do we close that loop?
Can you do that? No.
So hold on. Can you update the observer in front of it? Here, if you need block, here block.
That. Oops.
No, that worked. Why did it not retract after though? Oh, because you
probably because I'm using a torch.
Yeah, use a block. Wait. Chat, what are we doing wrong here?
Hang on, let's put another repeater in there.
Aha! Need a transparent block. Where's the transparent block? Sorry. So like if that's glass, does it work? So you're saying that would work now? Do you want to update it again, Uno?
That does nothing.
No. Transparent block replacing the one above the second repeater should keep it from cutting off the redstone line. A transparent block above the second repeater. And then what, do we do this again? I'm just trying to see if there's like a tighter way of doing that that doesn't involve that second repeater.
Yeah, well,
okay, that doesn't work. Okay, so the solution you had, Uno, is the correct one. So we need repeater, and then
so that only pushes. So is there a way?
Oh, now why is the regular piston firing now?
Why is the regular piston firing?
That block shouldn't be powered.
So this block is powered. This piston is powered because this block here gets powered and it powers the piston above it.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to break this block, Uno, just so we can see that.
Yeah.
I would have been under the impression that this repeater is powering this block and it should power diagonally, not above. I didn't know a repeater would power a block above. I thought it always powered directly through in a straight line.
It powers the block directly in front of it.
Yeah.
Which then it strongly powers that stone block, which then powers the piston.
Powers both of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if
hold on. New plan then. New plan as we go down. And we power it from below.
I mean, maybe, yeah, it turns the block into a pseudo redstone block.
So hold on, and this is where like that works then, right? So then we need to reverse that somehow.
So I mean, when you get power into that.
All right, so what we do is we extend the observers one further, and then we can then we could power that other block later, right?
Yes.
So hold on. The other way we get to that later is we do this, and then we put a repeater into it. Right? And now we have two separate lines. And theoretically, if we put a delay on that, we might be able to make this work. Here, sorry. Let me give you your own viewing platform. I saw you just jumping into me over and over. So now we have the observer coming out, and we've separated it into two separate redstone lines. One that's going to power the piston from below, and the other that's going to power it from above. So we
it's
need
hard.
we need to reverse that redstone so it's off. So we should be able to do that by putting another block here with a torch into it and a redstone line coming out. Why did that not work? Right, it has to have a redstone dust. So let's turn you off. Hello?
It's the wrong way.
Right.
You need the torch.
Yes. Sorry. It's like this now, and you have the redstone dust out of it, right? So now...
you don't even need the redstone dust. It can power the repeater directly.
So now, correct me if I'm mistaken. Should that work? Oh!
Certainly did something, but this didn't fire.
Oh,
this
yes.
firing.
Okay. We're so close. So that means I made a mistake here. Try again. Why are you not firing? That still requires a transparent block. So that means if we put that repeater in, you need you need a repeater into the block underground that has a torch on it. You need a repeater into this one, is what you're saying. All right, try placing that block again. This is still not firing. So hold on. Do it one more time. I just want to see how far this redstone line is going. So this is doing nothing. So this does nothing.
So we can replicate what's going on. I just break this observer. And if I do that.
Yeah, you can see. Yeah. We can see that this is not coming back around. We had solved this previously. Once again, having it do a right angle is failing.
Okay. Don't do it with like a comparator, do you?
No, comparator's bad. Wait, is comparator good? We shouldn't.
Comparators do. I think a comparator does it.
No.
Maybe? Did that comparator fire?
No, it did not. Yeah, because the comparator doesn't see this block being powered.
Or maybe it's just too weak.
No, it shouldn't be that weak at all, because that's 15, 14, 13, 12, 11. Like, it should be, that's pretty strong.
Oh, it might be too quick.
No, this block isn't being powered, is the issue. This block has no power, so the comparator doesn't see anything. So the other thing that's happening is, Uno, this block right here doesn't do anything. So like this block is useless.
So let's get rid.
Yeah. Here, put a block in front of it again. What if I do... I mean, if that's powered, how have I created a clock? How did I just create a clock there?
You created a one tick, and that just burns out the torch.
Suggestion to turn this also into a target block? I don't think that does... Wait, does that do anything? Maybe?
That does do some funky stuff.
Hold on, hit it again. Hit it again. So once again, the redstone line is coming down, but not... I mean, actually, hold on, Uno. I mean, I've got a really janky solution here. Like, wait, no, we can make that much more compact. Like if we're just gonna do this, right? Then like this'll work. Hold on, no, it's not ready yet. All right, now do it. Wait, what? Try again? Is our timing off? Our timing might be off. One sec. Let me put a second repeater in. Okay, now?
Did this torch never turns off?
This is not... This should have
Does
no
this
delay
repeater
as well.
even fire? If you can put the block there.
Yeah, the torch, the
okay.
repeater's firing.
Yeah.
It's not turning off this torch though.
Yeah, the NOT gate doesn't fire fast. It doesn't detect fast enough. Try again.
Aha! Wait.
There we go.
No, any delay down there means that this sticky piston doesn't work.
Yeah.
So because you put a delay on it, this is now too slow. We need that to fire before that. And what's amazing is 2 full 8-tick delays isn't enough to make that work.
Yeah, the problem is we've actually got 3 lots of delay on the bottom.
Yeah, because of that NOT gate,
we've got
right?
repeater delay, this repeater delay, and the NOT gate. And there's essentially a NOT gate going on here with the target block.
Well, hold on. Then what if we, instead of using the target block, instead of using all of this, what if we just power it from below with a repeater? Just directly power that block, right?
That...
Yeah!
There we go. There we go.
All right. Now that we have, hold on. I think we can make it even tighter. So let's not break the one that we have currently. So pardon me, we're gonna move this over a little bit.
This is where copy and paste would come in.
Turns out copy and paste is not that fast. Copy and paste, it would take me longer to set that all up than the other thing. So here's what I want to do. I want to see if I can make the same thing, but just slightly more compact, you know? So we have that there, right? And then we have, out of the top, we have an observer. I'm seeing if I can't reduce it by 1. And then we've got the block here. So what if we did this? Does this still work? Hold on, sorry, you know. I need to move this back. So that's there. This is at 4. And then we've got... Hello? Hi.
you went a bit deeper there than...
Didn't know I was over a hole. And then we've got a little bit of redstone dust here. Got a... Yeah, we can make that tighter, can't we? So then if we do this...
I also wonder...
Why is
if
that
we can
double
actually
firing?
make it...
Hold on. Oh, because it sees it being placed, and then it also sees it being removed, so it double fires. I mean, that's fine. That's actually not bad.
So I also wonder if we can make this even tighter if we move one of these observers into here, where I'm standing.
Actually, there's a suggestion to maybe put one delay on the bottom repeater. No, one delay on the bottom repeater breaks it. So, are you wondering if we can remove the block that's powering it and then move the observers over? Is that your question?
No, so just move this bottom observer.
Just move it. Just
in
move it.
Here.
Just make your change.
Is that the right way, or have I done that the other? I think I've done that the wrong way.
No. If that's facing the same direction as before, what does that do though?
I actually want it facing the other way.
You want to look down?
Yeah. So the idea was that you could do that.
But what's powering the bottom level now?
I was hoping that was.
But there's nothing that sends a redstone signal down, right? Because that's the way you've made that observer.
Yeah, I was hoping that it would see the block above it being powered. And, that would update.
Yeah, because that block is now it's not. Yeah, no. Here, let me try one more thing too. And that thing is, what if we did this? I don't know if this does anything weird. Can I create a clock? Yeah, okay, and the other piston is never powered. Please stop. Alright, so this is my understanding of using our sort of like, I don't want to say janky design because I'm proud of us. But using our design here.
I mean, it works. How tileable this is?
Oh, right, because if we connect all the redstone, it might all... Yeah, does this actually extend? Crap, you're right.
Which can be why powered rails are useful. Because you can power the powered rail, and the observer will see the change in the powered rail, but it doesn't necessarily propagate.
Can an observer not simply watch the first piston if you're looking for a sequenced fire?
The hard part with that is getting it all in a row. Because if we want to tile it in one direction, you risk an observer being in the way.
So let's test Uno's question here really quickly, and this is a very important question, is what happens if we have two of these side by side? Does it still function? And my worry is the answer is it definitely does not. I needed that block.
Well, it's gone.
So the worry here is, oh my god, what is... The worry here is, pardon me, Una. Does this redstone, I mean, the answer is yes. What happens when this all fires? Like, how bad is this?
Yeah, it's not independent.
No,
Like,
it's not independent. And is that a problem?
Where is the problem is, if the stone, is that a problem?
That's what I'm thinking, right? Maybe it's not a problem.
It means the pistons are firing repeatedly.
I mean, other things that we can do is we reduce the amount of redstone it has, right? Because, like, the redstone right now is a lot. And this is where if it was more compact, it'd be a little bit cleaner because the redstone dust doesn't fire everything, right? Like, if we make the observers longer, but that's really expensive. Oh, maybe this is where something like a note block makes sense. Because then you know, hold on. Actually, hold on.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hold on. I may have cracked this bad boy wide open.
Repeater into note blocks.
Yeah, yeah.
And then note blocks on top of the observers. Yeah, that works for the top. And then you could do. Then you have to do something on the bottom.
Well, we don't even need. We just do observer into note block down into chat, note block into note block. Yeah, it's firing both on the bottom right now.
Also, it's repeating over and over and over.
Twitch chat, I can't hear you.
It's got a good beat to it. Hang on. Let's...
Ah!
So that is a solution.
Well, hold on. If we can do it on one side, we can do it on both sides. We can do it on both sides. We can wait. God, this is. I need your observers, please.
I have an observer.
Wait, have we used all of our observers?
There may be some in the chest. Yeah, there's a bunch in the chest.
I'm gonna make some more observers.
I've got 16 here, so.
Just a row of repeaters. Repeaters can introduce delay, though. We don't want delay. All right.
The problem we've got there is we never fire this
right
block
because we
now.
don't run redstone over it now. We have solved one problem by introducing another problem.
Yeah, so we need
repeater
redstone
out
here.
No, what about repeater out? Does repeater power
Repeater
the block beneath it?
No, repeater won't power the block under it
So it'll still double fire.
because this is repeater. So that's not quite right. My other thought was powered rail, but powered rail doesn't power the block under it either. Because that's the problem with this design that we've got so far is we need to power.
Does target block power through a block?
I don't know. I never quite understand how target blocks work in Redstone. Like, it seems to be this magical block that Redstoners do.
So, like, hold on. What if we... What if replace the blocks that the redstone is on with observers? Repeaters, you can't pull that out either. And maybe put... I mean, redstone dust on top is also bad, though. Wait, is it? I don't know. Try firing one of those now. That did nothing. That actually just did nothing. Okay. Wait.
Yeah.
What if the observers come out? The observers watch this? Turns out this is why people spend a lot of time. Oh, crap. Yo, we're like 30 minutes over commercial break, too, because we just got so into the rabbit hole of trying to do this.
Yeah.
This is fascinating, by the way. I don't know. I hope you're having a good time, chat, because, like, Serge and Uno trying and reinvent, 10 years of complex redstone themselves.
Hang on, I've got a Minecraft book somewhere.
All right. Well, I'm gonna run some ads right now. I'm going to run some ads right now. And Uno's going to check his Minecraft book, you know, Redstone for Dummies. And when we come back, we're going to take another crack on this. Evermiss, thank you for that Prime. Thank you for 30 months. All right, we'll be right back. And we're back. Hello.
Hello.
So, Uno, I was looking up a tutorial. And I'm just thinking to myself, I think we've tremendously overcomplicated this by trying to pull and then push. Wouldn't it be a lot simpler if we just pushed and then pushed?
Do we even have to push and then push? Could we just push?
I think we have to push and then push. I don't think we can just one direction it.
Yeah, probably.
I think we could.
Also, my copy of the Minecraft Essential Handbook might be a bit out of date, as it was published in 2013.
I think we could just do this. No. We need it to be level. I don't know. I cannot think of a way in which we make lava and we can only push in one direction. I think we need to push and then push. I think if we make stone right here, we just push and then we push. A natural D20. Thank you for 41 months. So I was looking at this, and this is not a very good tutorial because it's hidden under the ground. But I think if we just look at this, I just clicked on literally the first one we saw.
Oh, that's how I do it. Okay.
So you have the water underneath the piston, right? Does this even work? Hold on. Oh yeah, it says Java 119 plus. So an observer apparently can see through a wall block, which is very interesting to me.
Oh, probably because it's transparent? So I just had a quick look at my basalt farm.
Okay.
And I have, I pull up before I push. So I pull up from the bottom, but I'm also not using observers for it.
Nope. So if you're going to make a redstone tutorial, I recommend you don't bury any of your components underground. Because then people can't see what you're doing, right?
Which is why everybody does them in the void.
So hold on. All right, under each of these, there's a target block apparently. Do you want to tear down our middle one, friend? Just so we can get our components back? Why would you make this underground? All right. So under each of those, okay.
Stupid reach.
All right, so then into the note block under this, we have a redstone. Does it go the whole line or does it just go the one? That powers the note block. Do the note blocks all power each other? How does this work?
These are target blocks.
Sorry, yes. Congratulations, Uno. You've successfully beat me in note block target block.
That's why I'm a professional at note blocky, target blocky.
All right, so one observer, it powers all of these. So all right, and then
Yeah, so the weird thing about target blocks, I also went and looked this up, is even though they're opaque, they pull redstone towards them. Like, if you just had, I think, like, maybe it would work. But anyway, they work weird.
Right, because I guess a normal block, if it's like this and you have redstone here, the redstone doesn't power it, whereas the note block does.
Yeah,
So
whereas
in
a
a
target
situation
block
like
would.
this block is now being powered by redstone, and in a line it no longer is. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So if I were to put something there,
Yeah. Ooh, this is such a good demonstration. Uno, you're so smart. And you have do the same thing but with target blocks now. Well, let's leave this here. So make like another row on this side. Yeah, do 3 of those, and I'll put 3 torches on the outside. One more, please.
I don't have one
Whatever,
more.
2's fine. Yeah. And now, yeah, see? Look at that. That is how target blocks work. Oh, Uno! Uno! There you go.
So there you go.
Isn't that a
that's how
very
target
cool
blocks work.
visual? So yeah.
And I think it even then works on top as well. So you, like, normally here, this isn't doing anything, but the target blocks are turning it off because the target block is powered. There we go. I learned something today. What I don't know is what this observer's looking at.
It's going to be looking at stone. This is where it uses a glass transparent block now. Oh, somehow my count is off by 1. How did this happen? Out of the note
That's
block.
not like you. That is not like you.
All right. Out of the target block, we have a repeater. Into a block. What have I done wrong here? What
What are you trying to do? So you've got a repeater.
I'm trying to follow a tutorial. Is what I'm trying to do.
And then it runs up.
So it goes 1 into a steppy. And then above the first steppy, I have glass, right? Right? How did I get this wrong? So under the piston, like, is this down one? I thought these...
Well, where does the stone get created?
Here, Uno, I just watched the tutorial. Sorry.
Yeah. There we go.
There's the link that I'm looking at. Yeah. You don't have a block behind the piston. I mean, I know I don't have a block behind the piston, but that's because... Wait, is that literally all it was? Is it just this? I just needed to go up one more step? Have I... have I overthought this?
I just want a sideways view of it.
That's the problem. God, what have I done?
Oh yeah, I'm onto that bit because that
I'm
needs to be
looking at
there because otherwise the
254.
pistons won't fire.
It's just 2
I'm
blocks
at 306.
tall. Okay. All right, so now, in theory, if I make some wall blocks... Ah! All right.
Oh, I see what's happening, I think.
Yeah, so the idea here is... Hold on, let's pick all this stuff up.
Right, yeah, I see why the observer fires.
So if we put water in here, can you grab one lava? No, we're not ready for... Yeah, can you grab one lava?
Yep. I have one lava.
Hold on 1 second. We need water first, so let me grab 2 waters. I need to find my ender chest.
Yeah, I know what the observer's looking at now. That's quite clever. It's similar to how I'm sending a signal.
So this should
in
be
my
an
kelp
infinite
farm.
water source here. And then my impression would be that we do... No, yes, this, and lava sits right on top.
Like there. Yeah. So the observer, when the stone forms next to the wall changes state.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it does. Because when a wall
Yeah.
connects or disconnects, it updates the observer. It doesn't see through the wall. It sees the wall changing.
Yeah. So you can see how the wall changes into the post version. I do something similar in my kelp farm. I actually push a log onto some leaves, and then at the bottom, I observe the leaf distance changing.
So one issue with this farm is once it stops working, it doesn't have a reset state.
Yeah, you have to manually. So if I did that,
What did you do? Oh, you updated. I was gonna say maybe you can use a button to automatically make it fire. Hold on, let's let it lock itself out again. So it's now locked.
did we build it just far enough away from your tower?
Yeah, we did.
to not, unless you've now got a platform inside your tower.
Nope. Oh, cool. Okay. God, my inventory is just such a nightmare right now. All right. Well, we've made a stone generator. It only took us 2 hours.
To be fair, an hour of that was
Base tour stuff. Yeah.
base tours. So
This is actually all right. I was a little bit rude to the golden dragon here. This is actually a very elegant, what do we call this? Stone generator / piston tape?
Yeah, it's getting the stone. The trick is to get the stone out of the way as quickly as possible so you can generate more stone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
How that works.
Real quick, a natural D20, thank you for 41 months, officially a middle-aged sub. And Radjack, thank you for 39 months of farming. Okay, so if we wanted, we could scale this up to be... Well, actually, here's an interesting question. Let's do a little bit of science here, my friend. Infinite road generator. So it is worth mentioning that there is a maximum amount of stone that we can produce, which is twofold. One, there's a limit to how far one observer can see. which is not huge, but like that, there's a functional limit before we'd have to repeat, so it's not extendable. It could be modular. And 2, there's a maximum push distance from a piston, which is 9 blocks, 8 blocks.
No, I think it's longer than that. I always think it's like 15 is the push limit.
No, that's the redstone limit. The push limit for redstone is much shorter than that. I mean, we can test it, right? So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what we do there is we place down a block.
Piston push limit is 12.
12? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we do this. Wait.
You know, with all that stone, you could have made a button.
What? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13th block cannot push. But if we get rid of the 13th block, we have to like on and off it again. There you go. It'll push 12, but it will not push 13. Hote. All right. Anyways, I wanted to do a little bit of science here. Can you get us 1 moss block, please?
Yes. Go and retrieve a moss block. Presumably you've got some in your storage, or did you leave some in the chest?
I should have some in my storage. I don't know if you can access it though, because you don't have.
If it's not in your storage drawers, I will go and grab from my base.
So here's one of my worries. Yeah, a single feed tape is actually pretty slow, and I guess this is why Little Mango's design has the double tape, eh?
I don't need that one.
Does it need to be fast enough, though? I mean, it depends. We don't know yet. I mean, I guess the other thing is, once we make it wider, maybe it's also better, right? All right, so 1 moss block, please, Uno.
Anywhere in particular you want it, or just
right
there?
in the very center? Sorry, place. So my question here is, I think you want a gap of 1. What is the actual range? Let's make this a little bit bigger on every side.
I want to say it's 4 to a side is the range. But it might be 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
We got any bone meal on us?
I do. Yeah, I brought it. I did the test right there. So, if we
it is
hit
3.
it with moss, and yeah, I do think the air gap makes it spread further. Actually, you know what's really funny? Hold on. We could literally test the farm right now, Uno.
Yeah.
So hold on. All right. Let me... Oops. Whatever. Can you hit the button underneath the thing?
The reset button.
Yeah, this is why. All right, I can instantly see why there's a double timer on the piston. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's making two lots of stone at once.
Yeah.
With a double piston extender, it just makes more stone.
Yeah, and you can also see why the water stream exists there as well.
Yeah, because I think the water stream washes all the
stuff at top, but that's the item
moss.
collection, right? Like that's the one that we told ourselves. Oops. All right. Well, that's fine. Right, and until the piston actually goes and tries to push it. Okay. It's one thing to build a tutorial, right? Or to build a farm following tutorial. It's a completely second thing to go through and try and experience each one of these mechanics by hand, you know?
It's the difference between building it and understanding it.
This is fascinating. Oh, I feel like I've learned more today than I've learned in the past like 6 months of playing this game.
And most of that is just how target blocks work.
You almost made me spit water, dude. Like, even when I watch an Il Mango tutorial, I just think to myself, all right, dude's obviously very smart, right? And he explains why he, you know, made a decision the way he did. But you're like, oh, wow. TXC2 says it's like the difference between driving a car and repairing a car. Yeah. All right. So we have stone.
And we have some moss. There is a so I mean we've got stone, we know how moss works. We need to hit the moss with bone meal. Which is easy.
Oh, sorry, 1 second. Il Mango is the original but why leaves tutorial? No, that was Nembom, who has since then been hired by Mojang to be one of their technical developers, which is very cool. Yeah, Il Mango and Nembom were sort of the two. I mean, I don't want to say there's obviously a lot more really smart technical YouTubers out there, but those are like the big two in my name when it came to extremely high quality, not necessarily just tutorials, but like here's a treatise on how a particular Minecraft mechanic works.
Yeah, and Mumbo is good for like anything redstone.
Mumbo
and some of his tutorial videos where he actually explains different circuits.
Yeah, Mumbo
really
is one of the best Minecraft YouTube editors that I know out there. Like Mumbo is really Mumbo knows how to make a really good video. And so his craft is what I really recognize him for. Not to say that he's not like an excellent redstoner as well. But he's probably the best video maker.
Yeah, he makes what is a very technical and complicated subject easy to watch and entertaining.
The slime farm was revolutionary. Yep. Yeah. Mumbo Jumbo literally revolutionized slime farms. Oof. All right. So here's my first thought. Do we want to keep working in proof of concept, or do we want to actually make a 9-wide version of this stone piston tape and say that that's going to be our working prototype for now, and then start experimenting stuff after? Like, what do you want to do?
Yeah, so let's iterate on our design. We have an MVP, so let's put the MVP into production.
Somebody just called Mumbo the Carl Sagan of Redstone rather than a researcher, and that's Bill Nye possibly, right? Like again, just ideas of this is a person who's very eloquent and very personable, but not necessarily like doing the groundbreaking research, you know? One thing that we're going to need, Uno, is more wheat. So I'm actually going to go over to my field here.
I think I brought a stack and a half, stack and a bit of wheat. So yeah, but that works out to be 8 hay bales.
Right, give me 1 second. Just gonna grab just a little bit more because I have all this bone meal on me. Umbo's also not afraid to show how fiddly it is and make its mistakes. Yep, yeah, exactly. Like, with his editing prowess, he could easily make it look like he knows what he's doing at all times and never makes mistakes. And I do definitely respect the fact that he's like, hey, this is hard. And there are people that are smarter than me. And that's okay. Yeah, for sure.
So you also mentioned that 9 wide. Why did you say 9 wide?
You want to just do 7?
Well, I mean, we can. I think in theory you could do 29 wide.
Yes. I don't think width is going to make up for the lack of piston push speed, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Yeah. I said 9 because it gives us a little bit of safety room on the sides. But maybe just 7 wide. I guess we didn't have a lot of tests here. Sorry. Let me grab a bunch of stone and let's do, this is a very small sample size. Let's do 7 tests of just how far it'll spread.
I feel it's like 4 away.
Here, grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Please grab some redstone pardon me, some moss.
Yep, I've got moss.
And then do 1 high block above these. And then we'll do a test in just a second. Here, I'll do the outline if you want to fill some of these in.
Yeah, and the reason I was saying 29 is because that is actually the redstone max if you put the observer in the middle.
29? Is that right?
Yeah, because if you think about it, if the observer's in the middle, then surely the redstone signal propagates out to either side.
Oh, it would go 14 in either direction. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that's usable, though.
It's pretty wide.
You're not wrong. But I guess the counter to that is so what, right?
Logically, I think the widest we should make it is so that it fits in a chunk. I think that puts a good limit on it so that a module fits in a chunk. Because stone generators can get a little funky as they load and unload. And if cobblestone gets in this, it becomes a mess. Though how we're doing it shouldn't get cobblestone.
All right, we're going to do 8 experiments.
Oh, well, I wouldn't give for the opposite of vein miner.
I mean, a builder's wand.
Yeah, some sort of building gadget.
Building gadget's bad, Uno. Got bad news for you. Building gadget does not do... It's not an easy-to-use tool. Building gadget is good for very complex things, but is a... It'd be like asking you to write an entire computer program every time I want you to do basic math. It's like you need a calculator, and that's not what you have.
Excuse me, pig. Still
Murderer!
nothing. He evolved. Went back to his home planet.
Fuji says building gadgets aren't that hard to use. Well, la-di-da.
Yeah,
Sorry, not everybody
I'm
isn't
with,
a genius like you, Fuji.
I'm with Fuji. Building gadgets are great.
All right. Let's do some science here. All right, bone meal the first. Okay, bone meal the second. Bone meal the third. Bone meal the fourth. Bone meal the fifth. Bone meal the sixth. Bone meal the seventh. And of course, bone meal the eighth. So the question here is, when you bone meal the top of a moss, what is the maximum spread that it goes in any direction? And, oh, 3 is extremely common, but 4 and, oh, never mind. Uno, it was off center. It was off by one. I don't know how that happened. I'm going to assume that it was Uno's fault, because I've never been off by one in my entire career. Right, Uno?
Yeah, that almost never happens. I've never seen that happen.
Sacrinos, thank you so much for 82 months. Officially an elderly sub. No. It doesn't happen. It never happens. I've never been off by one before. Therefore, we every time you do science, there's always that one piece of data, right? That you just kind of throw away because it doesn't. That's what that is.
So I'm also curious. We've only hit these once. So what happens if you hit the moss a second time?
Oh, interesting. You worried it'll spread a little?
I'm not worried it'll spread a little. I'm wondering if it will spread further.
All right, hold on.
So yeah, it looks like 3 is always going to be the max.
Yeah, I feel like that's fairly conclusive.
And it is a radius as well.
Oh yeah, it'll never hit the corners, eh?
Yep.
Welly, welly, welly.
And you've also illustrated another good point, because you had to keep breaking the thing that was on that moss block.
Yeah, so we'll want a dispenser there instead of a gap. Yeah, that's also very true. That's another thing that we've just learned.
Yep. Because if there's something on this, you can't.
Yeah, you can't bone meal any further. All right, let's remove our science platforms and collect all the dropities. I have a hoe, so if you want to clear the stone, I can do the bottom bits.
No dirt, please. All right. There's another pig here. What are you doing?
Don't hurt it. It's innocent, Uno.
Yeah, innocent Uno.
All right, give me one. Oh, right, we have one more to remove here.
No.
All right, give me 1 second. I want to go repair my pickaxe. Just think about my life choices here.
You kind of need to repair this pickerang as well at some point.
Pew pew! Well, come join me in the gold farm. All right, chat. Here's my little gift to you. This is what Uno hears. Ugh. Ugh.
It's not the mob noises, it's the mine carts that get me.
Yeah. Now, the mine carts, I forgot about this. The mine carts are, I believe, if maybe this is wrong, if you orient them all in one particular alignment, they don't shift back and forth as much, but I could be mistaken on that. I can't remember.
Because what? Because they're not hostile creatures.
No, the minecarts are friendly creatures. You turn off friendly creature noises and hostile creature noises. All you hear is the gentle tinkle of experience orbs, as well as some other stuff. You have somehow... Is this repairing at all? Where you've positioned yourself, you are getting all of the experience.
Yeah, I've repaired my pickerang though, so I'm fine now.
Hey Drew! Thank you for using your Prime here. Appreciate 40 months of support. There we go. Stuff is repairing now. Minecarts are friendly creatures. Yeah, Minecraft is kind of a weird game sometimes.
Look, just be glad we've got these options.
Yeah, like Minecraft through the ages. Ages.
I remember a couple of weeks ago we didn't.
Yeah. Oh, why did I hit disconnect? What am I doing? I was like, this is how I get back to my base, right? I hit the disconnect button. And in my brain, I'm like, this is weird. Why aren't I back at my base yet? I just... Oh, man. Yeah. Literally just sitting there thinking to myself, this is nice.
This is the loading screen, right? Well, at least that wasn't in a vault.
Where's the experience coming from? Here, I'll explain the mechanics of this farm just real quick once we get back in. The main mechanics are, there are 24 mine carts stacked at the bottom of each of these tubes. And the way Minecraft works is anytime a 25th entity occupies the same block at the same time, an entity cramming rule comes in. And entity cramming was something that they added because people were putting too many mobs in one particular area through like repeatedly brewing chickens or breeding chickens or cows or something like that. And it would crash servers. Pardon me?
I said I resemble that remark.
Yeah, and so what they did is like, okay, we need to put a failsafe in where if there are too many entities occupying one place at the same time, we will destroy those entities so as to save the server. And then some really smart enterprising people thought to themselves, we could use this as a way to automatically kill enemies to make them loot. Now, this is technically a bug. Zombie pigmen should not give you experience or loot when they die. Typically, you only get experience from an enemy when you manually kill them yourself. Now, for whatever reason, when zombie pigmen die and they're mad at you, when they literally die mad, the game registers that as you killing them. And so they drop experience and they also drop their items. So there's two mechanics at play here as well. One is the mob cap, and the second is the anger mechanic. As soon as all of these die, they're immediately replenished by other angry pigs, so they keep showing up. And the second thing that happens is you'll notice that in each of the cardinal directions, sorry, these are diagonals, not cardinal, we have another pig in a boat. Now, these, you'll notice, have direct line of sight with the player when they stand here. So these ones see you, and they're constantly mad. So normally, when the reinforcements show up, if all the pigs that are mad at you die simultaneously, there's a chance that the anger would reset. These ones always see you, and they're always mad. So when the new wave shows up, these guys say, "Hey, get them!" Right? They say, like, they spread the word that you're supposed to be mad, and it keeps the cycle going, the cycle of anger going.
Why won't you help them end the cycle of violence?
So yeah, they die mad. TLDR,
Yeah.
They die mad.
Yeah, the anger management thing is really weird, and the fact that it counts as a player kill.
They were threatening is the wrong word, threatening to remove that mechanic, and a lot of the technical players are like, no, wait, don't. Actually, we need this.
You'd have to change it over to a wolf killing. I think if that went away.
All right, how many
and
target block do we want?
Sorry, say that again.
We want 7 target block, right? We're gonna make it 7 wide because we did the math.
Yes, 7 wide because that's the moss. 3 on either side, 1
That's
in the
the
middle.
moth maths.
That's the mosses.
All right, so hold up. Let's put it here. All right, so let's grab all the redstone components we need there. So we need 7 pistons.
7
No,
pistons
15
for 7
pistons.
brothers.
15 pistons.
14 pistons.
Imperator's torch. Only 1 observer, which is kind of cool. All right, so we do like this.
Some walls.
All right. Do you want to grab the walls from the box for me, please?
Yeah. Any particular wall you want?
There should literally... Oh, no. We have pre-crafted wall in a box.
Oh, right. Okay. I was just going to craft walls with this abundance of... that observer wants to be the other way around.
Yes. Yeah. I know that. I just had to... Ow! Had to place a block. All right. And then we want...
One day I'll teach you the joys of rotation lock.
Brain? What am I doing wrong?
No, that's...
No, that is
right,
correct.
isn't it?
Yeah, and then we do this. Yes. And then we do this. There, I got there. Then I do like this. And then right next to the target blocks, we pull all of these out. I typically recommend, if you're doing redstone, don't ever put your redstone components just on the ground. Always place it on top of a block so that later on when you come in and you start trying to move things and or decorate things, you don't accidentally destroy a redstone carrying component, if that makes sense.
Colored wool is usually a really nice one for this sort of thing, especially if you've got multiple redstone lines, because you can color code.
Or just entire components, right? Yeah, you're like, this is the section that's responsible for X. This is this is the one that's responsible for Z. All right, so we do this, and then this is where it's like this, and then there's glass on top of it, right? So we do this one. Oh, I understand. Okay, here's another thing that we've learned today, right? Why is this a glass block? And the reason for that... Oh, this is so elegant. All right. So here we have an example, right? We'll recreate this line. Pardon me, Una. Right? Now, can you spot the difference between the left side and the right side? So you have glass there versus stone here. What glass does is it lets you carry the line up and connect through it, whereas a solid block breaks that redstone line. So this lets you do that 90-degree rotation and bring it back, whereas this one wouldn't.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you can see how this one isn't powered because that redstone line is broken there. Ah!
If that were a slab...
I think a slab would work as well, maybe? I don't know.
So...
Wait, I don't know if the redstone would connect back. I don't know.
Hang on. Just... That's a top slab? Yeah,
Nope,
so top
doesn't
slab
work either.
also breaks.
Yeah. Neat. All right. Ooh, no. We need water bucket. Let me put the water in first, and then you're my lava guy. Oh wait, we should put the glass in too.
Yeah. Let's put
you
some.
know. So where do we put the glass on this one too? We put the glass here, right? Yeah.
And I'll put our reset button in.
Oh, thank you. So I don't need it there. Technically, we just need the glass to look like this. Oh my god, your timing, you were so perfect there. You're like a ninja. Some kind of Uno
just need
ninja.
the water.
Well, yeah, hold on. I'm just making sure I've got all of the stuff in first. I don't. We we almost missed a very important part here, which is this. Pardon me, sir. There.
Oh yeah, that'll stop the
right?
lava spilling out everywhere.
All right, I'm gonna go in, so please don't put the lava in yet. I don't want to get cooked. I think those are all source blocks now. All right, one lava in the very center. Should spread 4 in each direction, is that correct?
Yep. Because we're not in the nether.
Why is it leaking? Well, rip our redstone, I guess.
Why did that leak?
Updates, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe it just needs to be stone first.
Oh, yeah, we probably just... Now, the tutorial actually had them putting in a placeholder. Because it's always going to follow the path of least resistance, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize it would go over.
I mean, it's fine. We lost like 4 redstone dust. Doesn't really matter. Is it a zombie wave right now? I'm just wondering where... We're in Megatorch land. There shouldn't be any enemies here.
Over on that island to the east, they're spawning.
How dare they? It's fine.
We could also probably make this a bit quicker with more lava. Ow.
Oh, are you thinking if every single block was a source block, it'd be faster? Hit them down.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you've brought enough lava. Make it all source blocks. That's very clever.
Tons. Nope, not there.
I mean, mind you, it's only ever watching.
Yeah, it only ever watches this end one, but it means that the others on the side are always more likely to have formed.
Do you think we should
put in the middle?
Do you think more observer would be better or no?
I mean, it doesn't really matter too much. With them all being source blocks, that one on the right will fire as quickly as it can.
Lady in plaid. Thank you for that prime in 66 months, friend. Well, we've successfully made a stone generator.
Cool. Your stone requirements are all set then now.
Well, I got bad news. Fuji already made me one of these.
Yeah, but now we've done it better.
You hear that, Fuji? I don't think we're going to get time to do the rest of this today, Uno. We've learned a lot. We've learned a lot.
Just putting that on there, because inevitably someone will fall in.
You can just say you're worried about falling in the lava. I will never fall in.
Oh, not me. I'm worried about Fuji.
That's fair. That's fair. We should Fuji-proof all of our redstone contraptions.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, we only have 10 minutes left. I don't think we have time to get into another project. Should we just call it there a little bit earlier? I'm a little disappointed this is as far as we got on our project. But on the other hand, I cannot understate how much fun it's been just learning redstone today. I love that we're in Vault Hunters, and all we did was learn vanilla mechanics and vanilla redstone. Like, this has been absolutely just a blast, just a huge blast. This has been so much fun.
And you know, to be fair, it's the journey rather than the destination.
Okay, and Sarah is backing us up to that. We didn't spend 3 hours filling at a farm. We also spent an hour touring bases. So
yeah, we only spent 2 hours building a farm.
This is so fun. Well, like, we learned the why. We learned the why about so much of stuff, right? And trying to theory craft this doll from scratch. Oh my God, I was so confident. In my mind, I was actually thinking to myself, what if we make this farm too fast? What will we do for the rest of the day?
Well, I mean, if we'd done it with like just using an igneous extruder and then some sort of block placer, then it'd be just done like that.
I was literally thinking to myself, like, what else do we do today when we finish this so quickly? Can't help but notice you used 0 mods. We started at the beginning, Fuji. We did look at what modded things could place blocks for us. And the answer specifically for the cobble generator was just too expensive. Like the igneous extruder. How do I spell igneous?
Yeah. Like, it's a combination of what mods we have unlocked as well.
Yeah. As well as like what they cost. And we're just like, nah, this is not worth it in Vault Hunters to try and make that. So things that we were thinking of changing, we were going to probably use pipes to feed the dispensers instead of using like water streams. You know, storage is probably going to be handled by drawers. We're probably going to use either like fans instead of a water timer. Like, as soon as this part was solved, the rest was actually going to be a lot faster.
I hate to say it, Serge, you've got some visitors over here.
What do you mean visitors? Oh, they're fine. They're just, once we get the walls up, it'll be a lot easier. Yeah, don't mind them. They're yeah.
Well, I mean, we don't want any.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No solicitors.
All right, Uno, let's go with their friends. This was delightful. This was actually delightful. What a great and fun day.
Yeah. Right. Go. Bye.
Goodbye, friend.
That's funnier with Proxmod.
Okay. Goodbye.
Ages.
All right, bye, dude.
Catch you later.
All right, everybody, that is going to do it for Mine O'Clock today. Thank you oh so much for watching. This has been super fun. Next week, we will be back to Minecraft through the ages, with James checking out version 1.13. So look forward to that. Huge shout out to Uno. This was an absolutely delightful day. So thank you for that. Hey, a reminder that everything we do is brought to you with your support over the Patreon. Patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Thank you as well to everybody for all the support during the stream today. Thank you for the subs and the bits and all the ways that you do the things that you do. And if you're watching on YouTube, thanks. That's cool. We really appreciate that. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.